See, this walkthrough will be of two portions. One is I will run quickly through the profile of SunSmart. Then I will run you through the products of SunSmart. So this profile walkthrough will take approximately 5 to 7 minutes. Then we will spend about half an hour on seeing the products. So basically, SunSmart as a group has got 4 individual companies part of that. We have SunSmart Technologies, which is specialized software solutions company, where we have a number of products which are IP owned by us, and the products includes we have a CRM with the lead management, campaign management. We have a asset management with barcode RFID tracking with preventive maintenance, predictive maintenance and reactive maintenance. We have a document lifecycle management product with document publishing and document file net service. We have a business process automation tool. We have a legal and a litigation management with the compliance management. We have a HRMS tool and procurement management tool. And we also have a very unique product where we are the only service provider in the world to have is our interactive statements. That product is called InstiView. That's developed with the HTML5 technology, one of its kind in the world. Running with launched 6 months back, already currently running with 4 banks across Middle East and India at this point of time. Then we have Prime Testing, which is a software quality assurance company, where we certify applications for performance, scalability, architecture compliance, multi-browser compliance, multi-device compliance kind of stuff. Then we have SmartServe, which is a software services and consulting company, where we do develop applications in .NET, SharePoint, in HTML5, PHP. Then we do business intelligence activities, big data, data science. Those kind of consulting activities are carried out by SmartServe. Nextday Technologies is a mobile application development company, where we do mobile application using Xamarin as our core strength of delivering things. And the SunSmart, the group is 10 plus year old. We have head office in London. We have our presence in US, in UK, in Germany, in Dubai, Mumbai, Chennai and Australia. We are a Microsoft Gold certified partner with Gold application development competency. We are one of the 1% of the partners globally who are qualified for the application development competency at the Gold level. The advantage to our clients is all our applications are certified, tested by Microsoft for performance, architecture, scalability and other criteria. So with this brief, I am just talking about SunSmart. In 2005 we started. We focus on software solutions and services for diversified industries. And we have at this point of time more than 600 plus man years of software experience, partnered to Microsoft, and we are partnered to British Business Group, London Chamber, CII, NASCOM, many associations globally. All the products are IP protected out of UK in 182 countries. And we are ISO 9001-2008 certified out of Europe by Guardian Independent. And we work with the verticals like banking, insurance, financial services, securities, retail, manufacturing, etc. I can say some of the clients, the world largest financial services company, the world largest healthcare chain, the world largest insurance company, the world second largest retail chain. Some of the clients who are using our products, the names includes UAE Exchange, Express Money, Vasan Healthcare, Life Insurance Corporation, Carrefour, Majid Al Futtaim Group, Dubai Holdings, and all banks like HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, Bank of India, Union Bank of India, City Union Bank, then Vedanta Group, ITC, Grasims. The name extends to the many things which you will see in the subsequent slides. As I told, on the software side, we have a CRM that starts with the lead management, campaign, targets, incentive, partners, all those activities. And we have asset management with the facilities management, handles the property management and asset management with barcode RFID capabilities. Then we have document publishing, document file net system, business process automation, that comes with OCR and ICR compatibilities. We also have the speciality of the solution is we have a document viewer, which is a kind of browser control where all the documents are streamed directly from the server to the client. The advantage is the client need not have the local instance of MS Office or Acrobat or any program to view the files. It is streamed from the server. When it is shared on a read-only mode, they cannot copy, they can't print, they can't even do print screen of the documents. So which is shared in a very sophisticated way, supports the digital signatures of both e-tokens and normal signatures with transaction passwords. Then we have an procurement management with vendor portal, supply chain management and procurement, which can be integrated to any existing ERPs like SAP, Oracle or Dynamics kind of stuff as a top-up. InstiView, which I told, the visual business intelligence tool and the interactive e-statement, we are the only vendor to have this product at this point of time. And we have a online examination tool with a knowledge base and training management with e-learning content for entire KTA. On the services side, we operate on both time and material and fixed cost. So we have the services in development of projects and product. We do big data, BI, data warehouse, data mart, analytics, middleware, API development, and migration of application between databases, languages, hybrid mobile application development, and we do consulting on the technologies like HTML5, .NET, SharePoint, MVC architecture, those things. And database side we support Oracle, MS SQL and MySQL. As a reliability side, as I told you, we do certification of performance, functionality smoke testing, multi-device, cross-browser certification. We create automatic test beds so that anytime you just push the application, you get the results within 2 hours from there. And we use tools like Team Foundation, Selenium, Monkey-Talk, Windrunner, LoadRunner, etc. Advantage to SunSmart is we are a focused organization delivering value. We are a multi-continent present organization. So this gives advantage to our clients that we bring in the experience of the international to our clients. So the best is always available for them to use. The range of unique software solutions and services. We are not cheap price, but we are economical, effective, and the applications are superior in terms of functionality and technology. And the services are the better one that ensures a multi-fold return on investment. We work in latest technology. All our products we use a technology blend. We use MVC5 architecture, which is the latest one. Along with that, we are using the combination of jQuery, HTML5. So this blend gives the multiple advantage to the client. All the applications comes with mobile app also, which is a hybrid mobile app. So take into any areas the technology is superior. In terms of performance, we are able to demonstrate a million records we can fetch and show in 30 seconds. That's the biggest advantage of the technology what we are using. And on the scalability side, my product is currently used by 450,000 users spread across 157 countries, polling approximately 3 to 4 million transactions a day. And my response time is around 3 to 5 seconds. So when you look into every of these aspects, the application is readily supportive. Application can work in single server, cluster, VMware, cloud, on demand, on premises, whichever the model, the application readily supports. It also have Active Directory integration, LDAP integration. So all the latest tools and devices which are required to perform the unique functional thing which are available in the product. The principles of SunSmart is trustworthiness, dependability, quality and consistency. More than that, across all places we create value to our customers because we are envisaging ourselves as technology partner, not a vendor. So we create value of our experience. We tell them how things will move with that in a proactive way. That gives a very happy customers for us. Some of the clients who are using various products of SunSmart on the banking and finance vertical are the names what is shown in this slide. Then we have the insurance vertical customers and manufacturing vertical customers, and this to be updated. This is a 6 months previous status. and we have securities, shopping malls, healthcare, service industry. We have governments, media, retail chains, chambers. These are all the people who are using the product. The key pointer to SunSmart is part of our gold application development competency. There was a CSAT survey done by Microsoft directly with our clients. So that displays that they had chosen 11 clients of us spread across geographies. So they chosen 6 areas to evaluate us: recommendation, satisfaction, quality of products, value received, ability to meet the needs of the clients, and the competency of our technical staff. If you look into first two, recommend and satisfaction, we scored 100% from all customers, whereas the international benchmark is only 92 and 96% respectively. Same way, you look into quality or any of these aspects, SunSmart has been we performed better than the international benchmark of Microsoft in terms of the customer satisfaction. So when they say recommend, this is the case how they would. Definitely they will not, probably would not, might or might not, probably would and definitely would. And when you look into the satisfaction, everybody say they are 100% very satisfied with our services. So this what we say our strength in handling the clients and serving our clients. So with this brief, I'll take you down to the product. So this is the login page of the thing. So what it does is basically every time when the user login, which comes with a different kind of skin for him to see it. Yeah. So log into the system. So basically once you log in, the login comes with all the credentials, like it has an Active Directory integration, complying to all the international standards of passwords, login mechanism, encryptions. We use encryption of SHA-2, that is the latest one in the industry. When the user login, basically the landing screen splits into 5. This is one of the most used model of SunSmart. We have multiple skins also to use. So the top is the dashboard of the user who has logged in, and this is the place where they can search. For example, I want to create a new lead. When I don't know how to reach, I just click, I enter, system shows where I can go. When I click and say go, system take me down to the page directly. Then we have the additional information for the user. He can change his profile, he can reset his password, he can choose the dashboard of his choice. There is a live chat facility available for the interactive chat. There is a knowledge base where the documents can be published with access rights. So the user, when he log in, he can see the document for which he has been given rights to view it. We have an help desk system for creating tickets, for tracking them, polls, intranet thing, discussion forums, those things are there. You can change the color. System supports multilingual using Unicode based one. It supports around 170 languages. The Ministry of Iraq, the Interior Ministry, they use our asset management completely in Arabic. That's one of the example to say a complete work. Similarly, the Emirates Policy Center in Abu Dhabi and the Manafat, they are the security border agency for the government of Abu Dhabi. They are using in Arabic the application. Then we have the menus. This displays the list of products of SunSmart. As I log in as the super user, all the products are put over there. The advantage to the clients of SunSmart is that they can choose any product, any module, any screen. Everything is loosely integrated, but when they are joined, they are tightly working together in terms of the interpassing of data and other things. Then we have the dashboard for the user who logged in. Then finally we have an announcement scroll where an announcement can be published by the authorized users, and the announcements are published with access rights. So to the user levels who have got the rights to see, they can see that out. Plus this place is configurable where you can put either their call or your contact number for people to get support, then the live chat, or they can send email. Those things can be managed. So I will just run through to some of the screens. We have got a back office module. Back office module helps you in managing the complete product. So the master settings helps you configuring all the master data. So I am clicking on master configuration. Wherever in the product you will be seeing a drop down. All the drop downs are managed with this functionality. So for example, let me take a department. So you can find that all the departments are created. There is an echo. Anybody is turned on speaker? Can you mute it? Mute it. I don't know. Now I think it's turned off. Fine. So all the departments are created here. You can add any more departments. You can modify any of the departments by clicking over there. And we have got for all the list of products, all the drop downs across the products are managed with this single tool called parameter or master data configuration. Similarly, we have a serial number key, like when you create an asset, when you create an employee, when you create a document. So all the codes of them are generated from this functionality. You can define the logic, how it has to be, whether it is just a serial number or you want a prefix, suffix. All the logics can be defined from here. Then you can create the zone, you can create region, you can create branch. For a multinational organization, this can be the continent, country and the local branch. For a single entity, regional thing, this can be GCC, country and the branch. For a domestic thing, it is an example, I can say, India, Chennai, Mumbai, India, South region, Chennai, like that. So these things are configurable, depends on the organizational presence in the geography. Then you can configure the holiday and week off for location wise. So any workflow, when we do, all the workflow is tagged to this. So the turnaround times are calculated from the actual working hours rather than simple date and time from there. Then we have the user management. You can create multiple roles in the organization. There is no limitation in number of roles. You can create any number of roles. For against role, you can define the access control list here. You can define the user role access. You can define what menus they can see. You can define what operation they can do, whether they can only create, whether they can update, whether they can delete. And then you can define the default page, whether they can see the dashboard or something you can define, whether they can upload the record, whether they can access the report. All these things can be defined using these access control definitions. Then you can create users, you can manage users. System complies to 4 eyes principle, where every user has to, when they create it, they have to be approved. So only when they are approved, they are getting active on it. Then we have the workflow configuration, where you can define the workflow here. I am just choosing, for example, for a document. So you can define the settings. You can define as many conditions as you want in line with the organizational need. These are all very simple English based. You can say status equal to P or document category equal to new circular. You can define. So when this condition is met, to whom it has to go for an approval, and you can define here the approval process, whether it has to be a user based or role based, what is the overall duration of this workflow. Then you can attach the users for this workflow. You can add users, you can create this the boss, and you can define the turnaround time. So whenever the turnaround times are breaching, you can say whether an automatic approve or deny mode, that also you can set. Then you can also set the escalation process, to who and all it has to be escalated, at what time level it should follow. Those things are configurable on the workflow. Then we have an option to approve all the new approvals. Any document that's come for an approval, those documents can be approved using this functionality. Same, I am choosing the document for an approval process. So system displays list of documents to be approved. So I am just clicking on the document. So what system does is essentially it loads the core document screen here itself for the user to approve it. You can view and approve that screen here itself. It's loading the data. Are you able to see the screen? Yeah. So I think I clicked the wrong document it is. So they can give their comment, they can give the transaction password to approve it. Yeah. So see the document that comes with the barcode labeling. They can see the data of the document, and they can also view the attachments which are attached to the document from here itself. So any number of attachments can be done, and they can give an approval with the transaction password. In case of any queries, they can raise the inter-department queries. So internally the query will pass, they get the answers for it, and then they approve the document. The next is we have upload parameters, where you can upload the master data from Excel or an CSV file. Dashboards, you can create new dashboards. You can give access rights for the users, which dashboard they can use. Those things can be managed. Then we have the knowledge base, where you can create or upload any type of knowledge base article. Those articles can be published using this. We have a report generation tool with drag and drop reports. We support around 36 types of moving charts. This can be letter report, data reports, or the graphical reports. Notification helps you in linking with email and SMS notification. System can read the inbound email and SMS, and also can send SMS and email from there. And system is 100% audit enabled. Every transaction we store the electronic signature of the user with the date and time of the transaction and from which machine the transaction was committed. In addition to that, we also track the data that has been inserted or modified by the user. So any point of time, we can track the status of this transaction in the system. Multilingual dictionary and security control libraries are managed here. And we also have database archival system, which automatically take daily backups and archive the historical data to make sure the database is slim and run fast. Those things are automated with the database functionality. So we just take down to the rest of the screens. We travel through the key screens of those modules to explain the functionality. Looking into CRM, I am just taking into the new incident master. This application is IVR integrated, can be used in inbound call center, outbound call center. It also has got inbound chat enabled over there. So looking into a system, the new incident master where IVR is integrated here, the minute the IVR feeds the data, system raises the question for the user. The questions are of two types. One is there is something called blind. Blind means even the call center person never know. So you need to type the answer and click whether it is accepting or not. Second is the open. He sees the answer, he asks the answer to the client, then he click yes. The answer system say right or wrong for this. So when the answers are right, system takes him to the next layer to work. So then system loads the data of the client. I think it's not accepting because my answer is wrong for it. 1 minute, let me take up the right answer for this. Otherwise it will not allow me to work. So the minute it identifies the answers are right, it loads the customer data. Now we can find the customer data is loaded, and you can see the speed of its loading as well. If there are any specific message to the customer, system blinks the data, so that data can be read to the customer, they can close it after they turn it off. Then you can see the details of the customer. You can see the additional details. These are all configurable utilities, and we are the only vendor today that we can implement the CRM in any environment within 6 to 8 weeks. Only thing is we need to just map the documents. So here you can see the contact detail, corporate detail, individual detail. These are all the configurable tabs. Then list of open complaints for the customers are seen from here. And then for this customer, you can see his transaction detail. When you click transaction, it loads all the transactions. For an example, currently this customer is belonging to a banking industry. You can see his associations with the bank. So credit card, you can see list of credit card. You can see that demat account. You can see the loan transaction. You can see the exchange transaction for this particular customer. Now if you look into real time, we are integrated when we did for the retail. We put all the customers purchase order history here. So any purchase of the customer can be seen. Any loyalty program can be seen. Any customers the deliveries, issues, complaints can be seen here. So I can tag a complaint with a particular thing. System loads the complete data here. Then I am tagging it. So all these things are dynamically configured one. I can create the type. We can create the categories, subcategories, those stuff. We can create the source of this particular thing, whether it comes directly from the customer. You can put the mode. You can put the priority of this particular complaint. Then you can create the incident type. So the incident type I can create whether it is customer related or internal it is. Then you can create the kind of subsequent data to tagging them. So when you choose all the data, you see the data coming here. So for this set of configuration, this is the turnaround time for the user to close this. Once it is raised, it moves down to the workflow queue, and whenever the irate customer, the flags are maintained, priorities are given, they start work on that. Then we also have an email processing. System can read all the inbound emails, can look for specific keywords, create automatic tickets, or you can manually create a ticket as well. That's also possible with the system. Then let's move into the HR. The HR system starts with it has the functionalities right from the recruitment, your online examination. You can create employee management, induction management, infrastructure management, project management. In the time and attendance, we have shift management, leave policies. This can be integrated to any biometric or smart card device for attendance processing. Then ESS comes with all the types of requests, performance appraisals 360 degree, training and induction management. Then we have payroll, loans and advances. Then we have exit management. We have add-ons module like visitor management, claims management, library management, those things. I am just taking you to the key screen of the employee profile. Employee profile helps you creating complete data of the employee in the system. Now with this data, you can choose any of the employees. It comes with the upload system where you can upload any number of and any type of documents for an employee. This gives the basic detail of that employee. Then we have the work detail where you can attach any number of documents for the employee. Then we have his reporting detail, his KRA KPI is managed. Then come down to the salary data, his current salary structures, his appraisal history and his loans and advances. All the informations are managed part of the salary structure. Then we have the time card about his attendance, leave, early in, all those things are managed. Benefits talk about the employee eligibility of the leave encashments, accommodation benefits, whether we need attendance for him to process the payroll. If this is unchecked, we don't need the attendance data to process the payroll. System process full payroll. Whether for him the OT is enabled, and we define the notice period for him. Free ticket eligibility. The minute to check free ticket, you can define the sector. Which sector the free tickets are given. What is the maximum limit with the currency you can define. and in how many days once the free tickets can be given to him. End of service, you can define the gratuity, annuation, all those things. This complies to all the countries' regulations in GCC. We have dependent details and their air tickets, those things are managed here. Then the travel dockets of the employee. In case if the employee is supposed to travel to multiple countries, we also maintain his travel documents. Then there his vaccination detail, insurance detail, visa detail for other countries. So whenever he need to travel, system will tell 30 days in before any expiries of that. Achievements of the employee, his presentations, his reward histories are managed. Training details, training history, skill history, his career, where and all he worked, and what is his joining detail. If he is using company transport, the details of the company's transport, list of assets owned by employee, any discipline action taken against him. Then we have additional data of that employee about his language skills, extracurricular activities. In case if he is an expat employee, we capture details like his visa validity, resident permit validity, national ID validity, insurance validity, so all, and the health card validity, all the valid informations are captured here. One of the advantage of our application is we give something called additional details, where you yourself can configure up to 40 fields. In case if you feel we don't capture any information, you don't need to customize the product. We can just configure those fields, and this can be a drop down, this can be a date field, or this can be a number field. System will pick up the information and you can store them out. So with this, any information we need for the employee, all the data is available here. You don't need to go and search anytime, you don't need files. Complete every data can be scanned, they can be uploaded. So even offer letter, appointment letter, everything is printed by the system from the templates what we can configure. So it maintains and manages all the information related to the employees in the comfortable way. Look into Asset Master, we have 3 portions on it. One is we have an asset management and tracking, where you can create any type of assets, which can be a property, which can be an IT asset, which can be a non-IT asset. System generates barcode and RFID tokens. We support any barcode scanners, we support any barcode printers. There is no limitations in terms of the brand for it. And once you create the assets, those assets can be managed and tracked. So I am just taking down to the main asset master screen. So if you look into any of those assets, system manages those assets. It tracks their brand, it tracks their there is a barcode is printed for it, categorization, what is the value of the asset, what is the insurance detail of the asset, and what brand it is. So those informations are managed for every of the asset here. And we have the property. If it is attached to a property, you can put the property attachment for it, and you can attach all the documents of the assets as part of the system. Then any spare parts of the assets are managed from here, and we can also create maintenance schedules, which can be a time based or counter based, can be managed, what time they have to be done, all the details. AMC details of the assets, both in-house and outside, can be managed. You can attach the AMC contracts. Then we have additional information. This is what the custom fields again. You can add any custom fields and contacts for the assets. So you can create for that assets for all the various contact points over there. In case of IT assets, you have this auto scan will come, where you can see the BIOS, CD-RAM, computer, hard disk, environment, what are the software installed, all data is available here against the particular asset to be reviewed. Then the next portion is the maintenance management. So against every asset, you can do preventive maintenance. Users can request for maintenance. Like for example, you run a set of 50-60 properties, assets and properties are to be managed. You can use this tool as a ticketing tool as well. So all the issues are reported against every asset. The advantage is you can very easily track asset wise the challenges down the line. Then you have auto discovery of IT assets. You can take the list of softwares, your software licenses. So completely it manages the ITIL. So our SAM, software asset management software, that completely manages all the things. Look into property. You can create multiple properties. For the properties, you can schedule the list of compliance of the property for the security, for the local regulations, and the tenant details over there, and the list of rents for the property, documents of the property, images of the property, any assets in the property can be tagged, and the operational expenses like your Deva bills or whatever the routine bills of the property can be managed. What is the current market value of the property can be tracked, and who are the contact points for the property, for electrical, for vending, whatever it is. Ownership history can be completely managed for the property. Any statutory compliance can be put, any security regulations can be managed, and you can track the document movement of the property. So who and all taking the document, when they are returned back, and your investments on the property, that can be tracked. So we have the thing to generate the receipts and payments, inspection of property, and you can create the issue tracking, damages. All those activities are managed as part of the property management. Come down to DMS, we can create and publish the documents. The advantage, as I told you, we have a document viewer. The documents are searched based on the meta keyword, subject, and the content of the documents are also been searched, full content. So we use the indexing capabilities of the operating system to index the document completely. And whenever we search, it is being searched by the operating system and the results are shown to you. So down the line, if the document size is growing into millions, still the same performance can be maintained because it's not been stored in the database, it's not been proprietarily searched by us. We are using the capabilities of the Windows operating system to index and show the document to us. And you can search the document through advanced search. Favorite documents can be kept. So I'm just using one of the thing. So there are number of documents are available to view. So when I click, this displays the list of documents which are attached to part of that. When I open it, it opens in the document viewer. This is what the document viewer. The documents are come over there. Shows all the documents which are attached to part of that. I can view them out. I can create a kind of comments. I can print. I can make it favorite. Those options can be managed. And there is a version availability is there. You can check in, check out. It maintains the version of the document. You can view the history of that version at any point of time. When you click on the history, that displays the version. So who and all modified the document, what date and time they modified, that's been done. Now we are coming with online collaborative like Google Docs, where the users can do an online edit itself. And we support today in the document viewer the CAD, PDF, MS Office, text, images, audio, video programs, which covers 99% of the routine transaction. Second is we also have got a FileNet system where you can share it like a file folders. There can be multiple folders, documents can be drag and drop. So for example, I am clicking on this, system displays the list of things. So here the advantage is I can mark my server directory, so you can pull the file from multiple sources to the server directly. You don't use the front end. Then system can do a scanning of those directories and do an automatic indexing of them. Or you can just drag and drop. I am just opening my thing. Let's say let me pull out a document to upload it here. Let's say I am just putting this MVC2. So see the speed of that. The file is uploaded over here, so that the file is viewed in the viewer. So any documents can be pushed, documents can be selected, and they can be export as an zip document to move it. You can define the access, whether they can have the view access, write access. You can define the the retention policy. After this time, it will be automatically archived. Third thing is the business process automation, where we start from a mailroom solution, where the documents are scanned, the documents are barcoded, they are attached into the system, the documents are OCR done, ICR done, then the documents go for a workflow. They have an integration with ERP. I tell you, for example, Daikin Daikin is the world largest air conditioning company. They are using our BPM tool. So what they do is they are using it for their account payable process. So when the documents are scanned invoices which they receive from multiple locations, which validates the item details, purchase order details, payment terms from the ERP as it already did an OCR. So then after that is tallied, the workflow starts, and once it is approved, the invoice details are posted to SAP for the payment. Once the payment is done in SAP, those details are reverse published in the BPM tool, and we have a vendor portal. So vendors can log into the system and can track the status of the payments. So this downsized. Today when they did manually this job, it took about 25 days to process invoice for them. Now with the introduction of this tool, this complete process is shrunk to 2 days, because people are sitting in different locations to manage this. So that's what we do. And we also did a contract management for specific brands. They are into a kind of branding of apparels and other things. So they use their account receivables, account payables, and the contract management. So we can define any type of things, any type of business process, and the same can be automated. So after the mail room, you can initiate the tagging of the process, where you can see the list of documents, and you can view those documents, click those documents and tag them. So once you tag, those documents are attached part of your system, then you can index them. You can see whether this is related to an asset and give the asset, and you can see the category and subcategorization of that. I take for example, if it is a credit card, I just do a banking operation and credit card, and you can find system show some additional data to be captured. So you can configure any number of additional information that needs to be captured while we are doing a business process automation against every category and subcategory of that particular process. Once it's done, it goes for a workflow. I had shown you the workflow approval process. If it is rejected, it comes back to the escalated area where the users can review the document and make necessary corrections and restart the workflow. Once all is approved, then it goes to the integration with other systems. Then we have also inspection management to make a quality check. So where the data can be monitored, any erroneous data, system maintains the log. So we know that at some point of time, whether the scan quality is poor or indexing quality is poor, so we bring with necessary training to improve things. We have full-fledged ERP with inventory management, purchase management, sales force automation. Then we have the financial accounting, right from account payable, receivable, journals, all those modules are here. Then we have the sales force automation, where you can create the products, campaigns, you can create the leads, you can process them, update them, you can put targets, incentives, you can do cross sells, and also we have electronic document processing. Like once the source is completed, we can pick up the document, scan and attach from the mobile device. So their account opening, other things are processed automatically. Then KYC and customer initiation, priority customer handling, those things are managed. We have a legal and litigation management with compliance management. So where it handles all the legal matters against the vendors, customers, employees, properties, departments, documents, anything you can create. It starts with the legal opinion, then legal counseling, then court case filing, then file the case tracking, court proceeding tracking, then the judgment management, and then the compliance of judgment. Reappeal, all those processes are managed with the legal management. Then enterprise workflow management, you can create dynamic forms. For example, tomorrow you want to create an asset requisition, you don't need to develop it, you can just come and configure the form here, you can attach a workflow, it will take the workflow and work on it. Correspondence management, any document, any letters, any couriers, anything inside the organization can be tracked with inward and outward. So you know completely which has come, which has gone, all those stuff. Help desk ticketing system, where you can create tickets, you can track and manage those tickets. And then the compliance, any legal compliance for corporates. If it is finance, central bank issues so many directives for them to comply. All those rules can be put into system. So whenever they are to be submitted on quarterly or monthly, the digital proofs are attached in the system, which will be audited by the people. once audit is completed, it can be submitted to the agencies. So every time you maintain the digitalization of the compliance of the system, in case if you run multi-country operation, every country you have to follow separate compliance. So every country's compliance data can be managed with the system. So by sitting in central office, you know where you stand on the compliance. So these are all what the solutions of SunSmart. I just show you the interactive statement. So as I told you, this is the e-statement which can be used by the banks, telephone companies, can be used by the municipalities or the electricity boards for e-generation of bills, insurance companies, or any statement which the government or the corporates are sending can use this platform. So which is password protected, encrypted using SHA-2 algorithm. So if you see that this is an offline, I am just opening an HTML. All the images are machine coded. There is no separate attachments for them. So I am just clicking the statement portion. You can see the list of accounts owned by the customer in terms of depository, in terms of credit card. You can find the data is changing, and in terms of the financing, loan accounts. So you can see the data of the client. Data can be searched within offline, and we can also analyze the data in terms of the graphical charts about his spend with a moving chart. So it's high, then offers for the users can be seen over here, and this is a specific branding. So we are the only vendor in the world to give this kind of statements. The advantage is, one, it generates 1 million statements are generated in 6 hours of time. Today 1 million statement in any other normal mode takes around 10 days to generate, where we are able to do in 6 hours with a simple server it is. That's the highest functional aspect of this. Then it is encrypted. The size is around 100 to 150 KB, lowest in size. Technology wise superior. The customer friendliness has been brought over there. So this one of its kind, where we can push it to every agencies without any competition. Basically in this technology it is. So this is what about the SunSmart basic introduction. If you have any queries, please let me know.